Scholastic Audio presents Legends of Lotus Island, Number 3, City of Wishes, by Christina Soontornvat. Read by Sura Siu. We all rushed to the boat's railing and leaned out to catch a glimpse. The breeze whipped through our clothes. Schools of colorful fish darted underneath our boat's hull, nibbling the coral gardens below. We had just dropped off 2 novices at Southbone, and we were cutting through the water, zipping between the Bone Islands. "Yes, there they are!" I cried, pointing to the horizon. A pair of giant wing rays flew through the air, skimming above the surface of the sea. With a few flaps of their gray, leathery wings, they glided away from us, following the curve of the reef. "Wow," said Salon dreamily. "I love the way they fly. So elegant." "I remember seeing those guardians on our first night on Lotus Island," said Miko. "Master Sunback said they monitor the coral reefs around here." Just like Hetty and Sam, Salon and Miko were also on their way home to Nakhon Island for the holidays. The 6 of us sat together near the front of the boat, watching the wing rays until they disappeared into the distance. "It's so cool that they get to do their guardian work together," said Sam. "Wouldn't it be awesome if we all get assigned to work together when we graduate from the Guardian Academy?" said Miko. "Does that ever happen?" I asked. "Sometimes," said Cherry. "If there's a big problem that needs a lot of help." "I hope that I get assigned close to home," said Salon. "That way I could see my family." Sam leaned back against the railing. "I want my assignment to be somewhere far away. Somewhere I've never been before." Hetty turned toward him. "No way! Lady Ubon will make sure you end up close to her. You might even be the first guardian assigned to Nakhon Island." Sam sighed. "Maybe. My mother always has her own big plans for me, that's for sure." We spent the boat ride listening to Sam tell us about his life on Nakhon Island. He said his mother was usually very busy working and going to island council meetings. He didn't have any brothers or sisters, but he had a lot of extended family who mostly lived on the western side of the island. His childhood sounded lonely, which must have been one reason we had become friends so fast. Hours passed, and just when I felt like we would never arrive, Sam pointed past the bow of our boat. "Look, I think we're coming up to Nakhon Island now." "Finally," said Hetty. The sun had begun to sink toward the sea. The tall buildings of Nakhon City made a jagged silhouette against the wash of orange, pink, and red in the sky. As the sun ducked behind the buildings, all the lights blinked on at once. It looked like a swarm of twileflies hovering above the water. "Holy pomelo seeds!" Cherry gasped. "It's so beautiful," I whispered. "Those are the skyscrapers," said Salon. "They call the buildings that because their roofs are so high that they scrape the clouds." Soon our boat was chugging into the harbor. We were close enough to the shore that we had to crane our necks way back to see the tops of the buildings. We motored closer to the shore, weaving around other boats, cargo boats and passenger ferries, and even a party boat with a 6-piece band and people dancing on the top deck. Hoverbots zipped along the water, counting all the boats and checking their licenses. Cherry leaned over the rail and sniffed the air. Did you see what they're eating on that party boat? They have a whole long table of food, and the people are going down the line filling their plates up with whatever they want." Sam and Hetty laughed. "That's called a buffet," said Sam. "You'll get to eat from one at our New Year's party." Our boat finally swung alongside the dock. "Depart here for Nakhon City Harbor," called the boat captain. "Don't forget your luggage." We hugged Hetty, Miko, and Salon goodbye. Hetty lived not far from Sam, near the Nakhon Central Library. The boat would take her on to Sea Glass Harbor, where Hetty's sister would pick her up. And then Miko and Salon would go one more stop to Sunrise Village, where their families lived. "Come by and stay with us any time," Sam called to them. "You have my address." Salon patted his pocket. "I do. Have fun and we'll see you soon."